Hi everyone, this is Rachel here, also known as Simply Ours on both Instagram and Poshmark. And today I just want to talk to you a little bit about what I've learned over the weekend. If you follow me on Instagram, you know that I took a trip with a business club from school to New York City. The point of this trip is to spend one day connecting with alumni and going and doing business type stuff. And the next day we had a little bit of fun and we went to a Broadway show, a basketball game, and all kinds of things. The two alumni we met worked for Citibank and the New York Stock Exchange. Our flight got delayed and we were going to see opening bell for the New York Stock Exchange, but unfortunately we were still stuck in the air when opening bell happened. So we actually saw closing bell, and I'll talk about that in a little bit. So first we went to Citibank, and the city building was very tall, and we went to the top floor, which the view was beautiful. And we met one of the alumni, and I just wanted to go over a few things that he said because I think it's very important, even for us resellers, with the point that he made. Okay, so he noted that Citi was not a huge consumer bank. They mostly dealt with businesses, and in his department, they dealt with making loans to those businesses. And what they do is they connect with the businesses that are very innovative and are developing their own technology. They connect with places such as Google, who are continually advancing their technology. Citibank is in 160 countries right now. How he put it, they focus on the businesses that are trying to cut out their supply chain. So they're trying to take it one step closer to get to the consumer. And the point that is my favorite is he said, how do we put ourselves out of business? So his point was that someone is continually trying to be the head of the market, like the technology market or something, and they're trying to make the best technology to put their competitors out of business. To stay ahead of the game, what you want to do is put yourself out of business, per se. You want to make sure you're developing the technology that if someone else developed that technology, you'd be out of business. So that way, you're not out of business, you're developing your own technology, and your business can continue to grow. So I thought that was very interesting as resellers because it's getting increasingly harder for us because, there's a lot more becoming harder and easier. But in the harder ways, I just think that we need to be innovative. We need to keep thinking of different ways to keep making money. Like finding different places to source, making new connections, and so on. So we need to figure out how we could put ourselves out of business. How we can develop, we're not going to develop technology, obviously, but how we can make our business better so that we can rise above the other businesses. And we can excel by, bringing ourselves closer to the consumer and everything. The second point that I wanted to make is actually from a Broadway show that I saw. I saw School of Rock on Broadway, which, by the way, if you get a chance to see it, it is great. I loved it. It was my first Broadway show, so that might be why I liked it a lot. In that show, they were talking about, the principal said, to the teachers, she said, the parents are our employers and we need to make them happy. So that just got me thinking, the customers are the ones that employ us. We make money from the customers. So it's our job to make the customers happy. You always want to make your employer happy. In the business world, they need to make the next person ahead of them happy. But the next person ahead of us is ourselves. So, we're already at the top. So what we need to do is make the customers happy. The customers are the ones that keep us employed. So whatever we do is to please our customers, to please our boss. So I just thought that was really interesting because I never thought about it that way before. Sure, we get like 13 messages a day asking for measurements that are already in the listing. Like, everybody gets that. But you just need to, put a smile on your face, answer back as nice as you can, because at the end of the day, you want to be here without them. So those were 2 points that I got from my weekend in New York City. One was from business and one was not. So that just reminded me to keep listening every day because there's learning opportunities all around us. So let me know if you have any tips like that, and you can share your stories and maybe what you've learned in the past about reselling, and I'd love to hear them. So if you like this video and if you think it has helped you and put a new perspective in your eye, please give it a thumbs up, and please don't forget to subscribe to my channel.